Okay, this is just going to be a really quick core video that you can do basically at the end of all your resistance-based sessions or as part of your warm down. It's just going to, or warm up, it doesn't really matter, but there are going to be some core activation exercises to try and get you to engage that transverse abdominis to try and support the spine and alleviate your back pain. So the first exercise is going to be transverse abdominis activation, which I like to call tummy tuck. So I want you to come with your hands, so you put your feet on the floor like this, and then your hands close to your knees, maybe like 4 to 6 inches. Get your head and spine in like a stable position, so you don't want any arching or rounding. And then I want you to think about the transverse abdominis being like a corset in your body, and I want you to think about pulling your stomach muscles and your navel towards your spine, so you need to tuck. And as you do it, you're going to round your back a little bit. And I want you to hold it for 5 to 10 seconds until you can feel that brace. And then I want you to release. I want you to do it again. And release. So I want you to do 3 sets of 10 to 12 of those braces. Nice and slow and controlled. Then I want you to do some bird dog variations. So I want you to, in the first week of your programme, okay, I want you to come onto all fours, find spinal neutral, and then I want you to move only your hands. And I want you to really concentrate on not moving the hips and keeping the core stabilised. So keeping the weight equal and just lifting one arm. And just lifting the other arm. That counts as 1. And in week 1, I want you to do 10 of those 3 times over. In week 2, I want you to do just the legs. So in week 2, I want you to think about keeping the legs on the floor and just sliding the toe out behind you and then bringing it back in. Really, really keeping that core controlled and tensing the core the whole time. So in week 2, I want you to do 3 sets of 10. So that's 1. Of these. If these are starting to feel easy, you can start to bring the leg off the floor. In week 3, I want you to do 5 arms, 5 legs to make a set of 10, and I want you to do 3 sets. So for example, you would do 1, and then you do 5 of those, and then you do 5 legs. In week 4, I want you to try to do a full bird dog, and I want you to do 8 to 10 reps, and I want you to stop when you feel that your core's become disengaged, and then I want you to start over. I'm not going to be able to do a perfect one, but you want to try and keep those hips level and stop any sort of rotation, but you want to bring your arm and leg at the same time and back down, really slowly and really controlled. You need to activate the glutes and the core to keep the spine stable. I want you to do 3 sets of 8 to 10 of those in week 4. I also want you to practice some pelvic tilt exercises. So I want you to just lay on the floor with your knees bent, and I want you to just try and isolate moving the pelvis, tipping the pelvis underneath and tensing the abdominals and bringing it. So you're anteriorly and posteriorly tilting the pelvis. So 1 downward and 1 upward roll is 1. And I want you to do 3 sets of 15 of those. And the last exercise is a plank. And I want you to really focus on that posterior pelvic tilt. So my 3 things with the plank are, okay, so pinch the shoulder blades together, come forward, posteriorly tilt the pelvis and bring the whole body up to get you into a straight position. I want you to hold that for 3 sets of probably 10 seconds below your maximum. So I don't know what that is, but when you start to feel the burn, stop, come back to neutral and restart. And these exercises should all give you some midline strength and start to stabilise that lower back. So don't do this every day because you don't want to get too tired, but maybe incorporate it into a warm down or part of your warm up, or at the end of your sessions, or on a rest day. You could do some mobility and some abs, some core. So enjoy, and I look forward to hearing your progress.